things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense is on the field for the first time today. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important...
Let's it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So UCF's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute.
Breaks into the open. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Setting up the screen. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they
lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try the right side. Turning it on! Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Running back searching for a hole. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. He now has 91 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the run.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raider. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to Brown. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Knights are on the move. This time they'll go to the running game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that
grabs behind the line. It's Pringle. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Now, when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On the ground, it's Joyner. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's West. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They believe they can run right here. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell, just dropped the football, lost a little.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Knights! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on that throw.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, oh man. Day, his third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Joyner. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Kick is in the air. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. That's caught. It's Wade. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Jackson will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's West. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks, it's Hughes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a group.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
UCF 42, Texas Tech 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Miles. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19. Probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Powers through the defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking down the left side. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Line gets set. First down. Brown will throw it. On target to the left. And he'll be brought down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Immediately fires to the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Calls his own number. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Knights! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Surges across the 30, out to the 30. A 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Well, jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Motion from the back. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. To the air, it's Ballard Nicolosi. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run it from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Pringle. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Knights with mirror. After that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Fresno State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Nicolosi. Caught behind the line. It's Gentry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Jenkins. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move, it's Pringle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fox. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
That's caught. It's West. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Knights. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone after everybody right now in the same village.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's Jenkins. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. quarterback keeps it. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coach...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. At the 20.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Back to the ground with the running back. And that is how we will wrap this one up. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here.